So what are we going to do in the last bit of this video? Maybe a little dabble of live arena or tag team or a bit of both. There's 30 minutes left in this live arena. I've not even done a full, I've not even got a chest this month, or I only got one chest last month. You're meant to get like 2 chests a month, I think, to get all of the Primal Shard parts, champion tags. I generally, is in silver, I have quite a high win rate, but I don't find it that fun. Mostly because I'm not playing on my own kind of not volition, but on my own time frame. So there's a lot of waiting around. Whereas like with tag team, I can pick the teams I want. So there's like a whole load of strategy involved, and it's quite fun. It's quite interesting. I personally feel anyway. I've generally been going for the same setup. Hefrak here is a bit of a flex spot. He can pretty much be any nuker, but I've been taking these 2 supports, Ramantu, and then 2 nukers, and mostly because it makes it quite difficult for them to decide who to ban. I'm going to end up with a strong 4 no matter who they ban. We'll see what he's going for. So he's kind of, if I take out Arbiter, he's already in a bit of a problem, to be honest. He's got double nuke, but we'll see. He gets rid of my Arbiter, and I feel like Duchess is gonna win the fight here. His Kaima will probably be fastest, and he might get the sleep off. But we'll see. This isn't my Stone Skin Duchess. That is the one issue. But we do have Hefrak in Stone Skin. We did have very interesting. We're gonna have to try and nuke them. They'll revive back up. We can then do this. Just go in and win. That's basically the idea of the team, and I've been picking the same 5 champions consistently. Maybe if I get to gold, we'll have to be a little bit more, creative and dynamic. But for the most part, I quite like starting with Monkey because I just feel like it makes them want to counter him, and my team's not completely reliant on him anyway. So, and then I quite like picking the 2 supports because at this point they probably, I don't know, I just feel like they're not going to necessarily predict where I'm heading. And then the reason I typically would then pick Ramantu and then a second nuker, and the nuker depends on who they've picked so far. I'm probably going to ban Monkey. And if I need to break through this, it's probably going to have to be Leoris, I think, is the nuker who's got the best chance of breaking through this. Has a form of survival as well. If they do go Rotos, that's going to be a bit of a problem. In which case, I might ban Siffy. We'll see. I'm not sure. Depends who they pick. But at the moment, I'm going to, see, Rotos. That was the worry. If I win fast enough, it shouldn't be a problem. I think he'll ban Arbiter. It's a bit of a risk, actually, but I am going to ban Monkey. Oh, he banned my Monkey. I'm a bit surprised about that. He doesn't have a cleanse. So assuming Ramantu gets his block passive off, it's going to be a bit of a problem for him. We'll see. I'm expecting Ramantu to be protected by Necro. We do have Stone Skin on Duchess. Let's just see what we get. We got Polymorphed. That's kind of unlucky, to be honest. That is definitely a little bit unlucky. Let's just go in here. Try and reduce the duration a bit with Arbiter. He'll probably kill my Duchess here. polymorph really kind of screwed me massively. Let's see. Open. It's like he's basically, in a very strong position, yet we have to wait permanently. As he thinks, like, you're going to A3 the Arbiter, you're going to kill the Arbiter. I mean, that's silly, because now you'll probably wake her up and not kill her. Like, that was stupid. Why would you do that? You'll still win, but now you're just making the fight take longer. And you'll win mostly because of this ridiculous polymorph that takes 2 turns. A little bit broken as 2 turns. I think 1 turn's plenty. You lose the turn you've just taken. But let's just go and see what we can do. Didn't quite get to kill. Gonna revive? Presumably? No. Should sleep him, but you didn't. Why is he taking so long to win? Kill Duchess. There you go. Kill Leoris. Thank you. Like, jeez. What a way to waste everyone's time. Like, he could have won that fight so easily, so long ago. Anyway, let's see. We're here waiting again. They go Arbiter. I will pick Monkey and Arbiter. Let's see, what are you going to pick? You going to pick your Monkey? Because you know you will. There we go. Maybe we'll go for other Duchess. Nah, we'll keep the Protection Duchess. I will just pick the same thing I always pick. Then we're waiting in Taras and Gorgid. That's a lot of nuking going on there. So the best for this one, good question. Who's going to be best for this? I would still probably say Leoris. Then I'm going to have to ban. Probably going to have to ban Arbiter and just try and win on speed. I'm assuming someone's in Stone Skin, but they had no polymorph this time. No one's in Stone Skin. Like, this is bizarre. I don't know why you would do this. But anyway, let's just nuke you and win. A bizarre team choice. If you got no one in Stone Skin, no cleanser, and you don't ban Ramantu, and no one with polymorph. I don't know. And we'll just go for the same thing again. Let's wait for them to pick their monkey. There we go. And Harima. And I will once again do that. We'll leave our last nuker spot flex to see who we're going to go for. We're going to have to ban Yumiko, which they know. And given that, I would probably probably go for Candrathon. I mean, none of them are ideal. Let's go with Baltus. And Yumiko, he'll ban Arbiter. Told you. He'll win the speed race. I don't have a cleanse, which is annoying. But he hasn't got any real debuffs other than monkey. And it depends, is his monkey a accuracy monkey? Has some. Ooh, what are you gonna do? You know you're gonna provoke. That's the thing, like, we all know what you're going to do. So why do it take so long to click it? You're probably A1. You might kill her. Didn't. Will go for the revive. Let's try and get the fears out across the board. I will actually go for the A3. No, I'm just going to hit auto. And yet, we're going to have to wait. And you see, this is why I don't find live arena that fun. I just don't think it's a game that's designed with this in mind. It's not strategic and tactical enough for a 4v4 fight to lend itself well. Truth be told, I think if you wanted to do like a live arena style thing, you need a lot more banning. You need a more dynamic picking phase. But you actually need to be using a lot more champions. We know we're going to have to ban Yumiko, unfortunately, which means I might go for a slightly different path. And I might not be picking Arbiter, but let's see what else they go for. Cardial, Taras, Yumiko. I think we need someone in Stone Skin, or two options in Stone Skin, basically. I think Andraphon and Second Duchess will be the path I take. Slightly mixing it up, not going for the speed. Maybe by mistake. Double ally attack, that's kind of disgraceful. I have to. Actually, I'm just going to ban Taras. Basically. And I will probably go with Candrathon as lead. I'm not sure if anyone on their team's actually going to do damage. We'll see. I think it was a weird choice. Put my skills on cooldown. Go on, you know you want to. Yeah, try and strip my buffs. Got pretty lucky. Skills on cooldown. And what else are you going to do? This, what, lag on my side? Have I lost connection? Dunno. Oh, I seem to be back. Oh, well, you've lost one champion. And you've now given up. Now, the real question there is, why did you only pick one nuker? That's what we don't know. We'll do one more live arena fight, then a quick tag team. And hopefully, I don't know. This is why I don't do live arena content either. Because I mean, do you find this interesting? Is it fun? I'm literally picking, 4 of the same 5 champions every time. There's so little diversity. I feel like when I do the tag team ones, I'm showing you guys loads of different compositions, champions, different stuff going on. But here, I don't feel like I am. But I'll go down the speed route to start with. We'll see if that forces him to try and pick some counter picks. And then obviously with the last 2 flex spots, we've got some options of our own. He's bought his own Romantu in, which is quite interesting with Harima. There's a little bit of a difficulty there. So probably instead of a Duchess, I'm actually going to bring in Pythian. Because I'm probably going to ban Arbiter. At which point my best bet for the last spot, I think, is going to be Stoutus. He'll probably ban Pythian, and I'll probably ban Arbiter. Interesting. Very similar to the kind of team that I pick, isn't it? I just pick Monkey instead of Harima. And I think here I will actually... Yeah, no, I'm going to ban Arbiter. Okay, let's see. He didn't ban Arbiter, he banned Monkey. Which is probably sensible. Monkey is the main counter to his Leoris and his Harima. It does only leave me with 1 damage dealer, which is obviously suboptimal. But let's I'll just hold back on my cleanse. Go in. I'll now go in myself. Just there. Get a bit of damage. Taken out Leoris and Romantu. Then in that. Then I'm going to go for the revive. You will go for the revive, obviously. I'll try and reduce mistake. I should have gone over there. You can't use the A2, so you'll probably go for an A1, which would be sensible. I'm a bit worried about Romantu, to be honest. Let's try and boost my turn meter. And just go in A1 there. Try and get done. We failed. Does get Leoris down to 1 HP, which is not ideal. Far from ideal. Really, whether his Leoris can kill my Pythian and my Stoutus. He didn't have increased attack, which is obviously a good situation. Don't think his revive's up yet, because mine isn't. Try and get some damage. I think he has his revive now, and then I have mine. So, 5 as well. Oh, that's annoying. Bit risky. Went for it. Just about fluked it. Let's be honest, that was a bit of a fluke. That was a 50-50. But I had to go for it. We're still not out of the woods, but I think we'll be alright. There we go. Right, let's jump over to tag team. I've got to do 5 of these today. Well, 10:25. Have we got any decent? We've got 3 opportunities here that are around the right levels. And we have speed team, Roman 2, Lioris. Let's pick this way. So we'll go with a classic go second there. We can cleanse the Roman 2 with Mithrala. Then the third fight will be my cleave. And we'll need to adjust fight 2. Though should I actually do speed against fight 3? I have a feeling this might not be winnable with speed. Because I think that's going to be slow double stone skin, slow double stone skin probably. And then this really aggressive looking Rotos. Let's figure out this one first. And I do want monkey against that. I probably want Ithian against Rima, potentially. Or if we go like this, Elva, Stoutus, monkey. I think that's going to be a stun set. Tormin. And we have one. We only have one polymorph, 1 star. Maybe that. A little bit fragile. We'll give that a go. And then here, we want our own ultimate Death Knight. Maybe we should actually go Roman 2 here. Buko against this might be better. It will probably trigger polymorph. Don't particularly want to use Lioris. Might go like that. Then go monkey here, and we need another damage dealer. Who can do good damage. Basically. Potentially Candraphon, but I don't like Candraphon against Ultimate Death Knight. Really the Pythian I need to take down. Let's give Ragash a go. And this is why I find it just more dynamic, more interesting. I think in a game that has this many champions, when you can only use a very few of them. Let's get a Hex out. Get some petrifications. I will go for the revive. Risky. Another petrification. Try and get the decrease attack. That was my concern. Let's kill Roman 2. Try and do something to this Arbiter. The real question is, can I survive until I get the revive off? I can. They also revive. Damn. The Suga really did nothing for me here. It's a little bit unlucky. Let's get block debuffs out. Let's try and strip some buffs. Go for a nuke. Then we go for a second nuke. Clears that one out. I kind of feel like double nuke would have been the better option on the first one. We survived with Ragash. And we've got a counterattack, so we've got increased that. We basically have to go that. And go like this. Now we have to go for an A3, and that should kill their monkey. That's annoying though, our monkey died. Go for increased speed. Listed. Our ultimate Death Knight doing same job. And get the fear off. We need to kill the Pythion. As soon as this ultimate Death Knight has lost his... Kind of incredible, actually. Just A1. Let's just go A1. I don't know how he had so little speed, to be honest. Like, my ultimate Death Knight has like no speed either. That's unlucky. Right, just go A1. Ragash not really doing the work we need. Kill that. Kill that. There we go. We managed it eventually. But that wasn't that easy in the end. The mistake, I think, on fight 1, probably shouldn't have bothered with a Suga. Probably should have gone double Candrathon. Who else did we say we wanted to target? Either this one or this one. Or this one first. We've got an odd team. Kind of odd. Yeah, very odd. Just pick. We want Ultimate Death Knight against Sephirotos. Very high team power. I like Monkey against Harima. And really, I think we want to get some kind of buff strip, block debuffs out. Defensive, nuking team. Probably want a bit of speed. There's no real polymorph on this at all. We'll have to decide where Romantu goes. We probably want Protection Duchess at the top. Stone Skin Duchess there. And you've got Ally Protection Strengthen. Another Revive. They've got a lot of very tanky team trying to keep Rotos alive. We're definitely going to need some kind of strip. In that regard, I'd probably say Uko's the best bet at doing that. I don't necessarily need speed because I want him to go slow, and then I need a lot of damage. A lot. Probably be looking at double Candrathon. In which case I want increased attack and Veil. We'll think about that in a second. Let's come back to it. So here we have monkeys, we need increased attack. It could be that we go for the speed team at the top That's probably the right path. Means we'll give her a man 2 there, and be your hiding Asher, and fight 3 reasonably high resistance. We could go for Steltus, Monkey, and Uko, potentially. Anyone we should really be thinking of? Mithrala could kind of mess them up. They do well at block debuffs. So. Yeah, I think this looks reasonable. Potentially, I should be really bringing a grip here. And I probably don't really need. I think we could go this way. Go Stoneskin, who will go up against the Rotos. Grip, double nuke. Which I don't really need Ramantu here. Speed, spells on cooldown. We could get a decreased attack coming from there. Second nuke, and they've got no affinity, so Hefrak will be good. Yeah, let's give that a go. Let's give that a go. Increase our attack, put their skills on cooldown. And hopefully we'll actually take a turn. And nuke. And nuke. There we go. Fight 1 done. They'll buff. Hoping they'll buff again. Again. And then I can strip. Wow. I was not expecting to do that little. Go after Siffy. And let's just AoE. Let's revive. Let's. There, we did decrease the cooldown. This. Should survive. And we can't do that. Now let's see what nuking damage will do. Problem. That's a real problem. Okay, well, we didn't win. Basically because Ramantu didn't get through the resistance. I underestimated. I should have gone Ramantu lead. And that's annoying as well. Let's go like that. And that. We'll just 1, 3. Surprisingly, not doing enough damage. Try and get the stun out. Day 1. Can't target Elva at the moment, basically. That's the reason I'm just A1ing. And now block damage gone. Get the A2 off. Yeah, that was an interesting one. What was the, I should have checked, but the team power must have been super high. Get all the resists, because my Ramantu is not that badly built. We go and have a look. 650 in stone skin. Could be higher, I guess. Not actually that high. Right. So we need put you on cooldown. And could Raka be faster? 5. Baseball. Okay, so there's no like turn me to fill that's necessarily going to go faster than Arbiter. And who probably will go double nuke. Here we probably want the protection Duchess. Maybe Monkey and not necessarily Romantu. I think double revive. Actually. Probably a Candrophon, actually. Quite nice. Yeah. Double Spirit, not massively keen. I was just thinking because they're trying to pick the bottom one, maybe. Probably just a classic. Cleanse Pythian. Some kind of damage dealer. 2 damage dealers, to be precise. Something like that. Then maybe we'll just put Romantu with fight 1. At least he can lock out Warlord, although Baraka does have that. Hold on one sec, there's a door. Right, I'm back. Where were we? What was I trying to pick? I was going double nuke at the bottom, which is kind of risky. A little bit risky, but we're gonna try anyway. We do have a cleanse against the Tormin. We were going for a classic cleave, fight 1, and we needed to finish picking something for fight 2. And yeah, we weren't sure what we wanted for that. Basically, I think that's where we were. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want to pick for fight 2. Could actually just go for a bit of a Kymar. Maybe. Don't know if it really makes sense, but maybe we'll give it a go just for fun. And then who do we want? Maybe our own Trunder. Yeah, this is why I quite enjoy tag team, because you can just sort of mix it up. Play at your own pace, do kind of what you want to do. Let's strip and build 2. I just want to reduce your turn me to make sure that you don't go before me. There we go, the kill. Interesting. That's fast. Let's put everyone to sleep. No point buffing. And I'll just go for a kill. There we go. Job done. You go first, you buff yourselves, you try and kill, you do get the kill, and I go for a kill. Wow. Go like that. Let's go on and block debuffs. Increase the attack. If Frag's dead, I will revive. Now we should be able to go for a nuke of our own. Just Duchess are left. Let's go for a hit. I didn't buff myself because I didn't have block debuffs up. We did get Frozen. Let's go for an A2. I was hoping to get a stun off. I didn't get it, but I can cleanse. Now I can buff myself. I'll just go in A1, and there we go. We got the win. I think I'll leave it there. I need to fight, another 2. I'll do a refresh because there are no good candidates. Their scores are all too low. So this is what I tend to do, refresh. And now we have some higher scores to go after. I'll do the final 2 fights myself. But yeah, I just wanted to share, my experience of Cursed City and these 3 rooms, and yeah, it's not difficulty that I find interesting. S19 I think's okay because most people are going to have at least a collection of epics, and if you don't have the epics you need, I feel I'm more likely to get one in the future that will unlock it, being Morag. But S20, because of the need for specific legendaries and the real lack of champion pool that's viable here, and the fact that the epics are actually pretty weak in terms of trying to beat a room this difficult, don't love it. And similar with S14, I haven't really tried this one so much, and yes, the champion levels are a bit lower, maybe a little bit more doable. Like the enemy wave here doesn't look nearly as bad, but I know there's a Cardiel in wave 1 and a Tahanarak that's a bit of a pain in wave 2. And just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem that, it's not really interesting to do content like that. I found trying to figure out ways of beating these bosses with the conditions we had, these were much more interesting to me. But when you get really narrow, I don't find it that interesting. And I showed you guys, live arena, the reason I don't find it that compelling. And maybe it will change when I get to gold, but I do think it's not dynamic enough in terms of encouraging diversity of roster and using lots of different champions, because there's not nearly enough restriction on champions that you can pick. So there you go. A tale of 2 halves. Cursed City, too much restriction. Live arena, not enough. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.